location within his sight. But I have to feel sorry for Benjamin Mpolinx. I don't know whether the pressure got to him.
Look at that, look at that. He is having a ball. Evans Cartman. So we spoke about the lack of records on the track at these championships, and Meshasha has just delivered one, and Cartman of Ghana is skilled over 2.16 meters, and he says, this is our land, this is our competition. Evans Cartman of Ghana is shaping up to win the gold medal in the men's high jump. The Ghanaians have already won the women's high jump, and Evans Cartman is giving them reason to believe that they could win the men's high jump gold as well.
Well, I did mention to you that for all those who failed to clear the 219, he had the best chance because he had clearly cleared the bar with his upper body, but just missed it because of his lower body. And he knew that, and he just corrected the technique and managed to get over with some distance to spare, with some height to spare. So I'm sure he would challenge himself by going even higher, as we see if the other athletes can match. And this stadium is rocking. It's
and
rocking.
Guess what? He is the first to clear that height of 2.19 meters. Because Hisham Buhanoun of Algeria didn't clear. Now Botswana's Chwanelo, and he's also cleared it. Oh, he's in absolute delirium.
You can understand why, because this was his final attempt at 2.19 meters.
Oh my word.
And if he had missed this, that would have been...
Look at the celebration.
He was quite fortunate, managed to get himself over with his stop and jump style, and for a moment it looked as if the bar was not going to hold. And look at the excitement and exhilaration.
And now the South African Benjamin Lynx.
Info. There he goes. Final opportunity for him. But before him though, Hamoud Assad will have his attempt.
His final attempt. Oh, he's also cleared it. My word, this is turning out to be some competition. Hamoud Assad has sailed over that like an eagle over the sky. It's a brilliant jump from the Moroccan at 2.19, and we have ourselves a real competition now.
What we do, and all the time that he spent pacing himself, trying to gauge just exactly how he would go over the bar.
He knows.
And there's pressure on him for Benjamin Lynx.
There really is pressure. Flipping his tongue. He knows he has to clear this, or else he is out. Third and final attempt at 2.19 for Lynx. Oh, he's cleared it! My word! The men's high jump is turning out to be some dramatic competition. On their final attempts, they've all cleared 2.19.
And Info's approach is quite different because he approaches it from the left-hand side and not from the right-hand side, as we've seen with all the athletes. Wow, this sets it up beautifully. And Cartman's only advantage, the Ghanaian, is that he managed to go over at the second attempt, which will count for something later on when it comes to differentiating between these athletes should they all miss a particular height, and the decision is to be made as to who would win this event. But this is not done yet. If Cartman thought that he had the gold in the bag for Ghana, well, it's not done yet, and the bar has been raised.
Literally, and not metaphorically.
Absolutely. The fans are loving every bit of it. Who thought that on a day where there will be a football final somewhere in the capital, people will opt to come and watch athletics and fill up the stadium? It's great to have such crowds and a full stadium cheering on these athletes, and I'm sure to a large extent it's pushing them to the limits as far as this competition is concerned.
To be fair, there are over 2 million people in the crowd, so they can afford to fill multiple stadiums of 40,000. But here is Chanelo at 2.21, and it's 2.21's first attempt. Is he's knocked down the bar, just sizing it up at the moment.
Well, if form is anything to go by, you'd realize that third time is a charm for a lot of these jumpers. Evans Cadman will attempt to do 2.21 meters at the first attempt. Cheered on by the fans here. Loses his eyes, just takes in his environment, and he would ask for the clap.
And the home crowd would oblige. Look at that. Jama group. That's, I believe, is from, anyway, Evans Cadman. Oh, he has absolutely sold it with space to spare, and they do the celebration of Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's not going to leave this. He's not leaving this to count back. He wants to win this outright.
This is turning out to be some competition. This is the superstar Ghanaians didn't know about, that they didn't know they had. Lots have been spoken about the others.
Look, and the camaraderie with the other jumpers is just incredible. He's such a showman, and he's turning on the burners and turning on the heat on the other jumpers. The pressure now will be on Links Info Benjamin, Abobi Chanelo.
Look at how high above the bar he was. This is phenomenal.
It's as clean a jump as it gets
for Evans Cadman.
And now he has the luxury of, putting on his track top and really just watching others attempt to clear 2.21 meters. Morocco's Saad Hamouda stirring up the crowd and stirring up the viewers. Well, he's done it before at 2.19 when he had just one chance remaining. Was there to doubt about his ability. The first bite will go to Links Info Benjamin of South Africa. First attempt at 2.21 meters. Meanwhile, we are preparing for the men's 1500 meters.
Benjamin Links Info. His first attempt at 2.21. And it's not come true for him. It's only the first attempt. He screams in frustration.
It wasn't a bad jump. The upper part of his body went over. Again, the corrections and adjustments he needs to make in the second jump are quite minor. It's just about getting the lower part of his body over in one fell swoop. And I'm sure he'll fancy his chances of matching Cadman in the second or third attempt. Although the Ghanaians would be sitting pretty just watching the others sweat it out. As Abobi Chanelo prepares for yet another goal at the bar at 2.21 meters.
This is the second attempt. So it's just left with the three of them. The South African, the Botswana, and the Ghanaian. Here is Chanelo. Chanelo knocks it down at his second attempt. Cadman has cleared it and he's waiting in the gold medal position as things stand.
Yep.
And if these two, Chanelo and Benjamin Info, do not clear this, it's gold for Cardman. And even if they do, and all of them do not clear the next one, it's still gold for Cardman.
And it will be Cardman against Cardman for the qualification bar. Just as we saw with Rosamuni Mayeboa with her jumpathon. But Impo Benjamin Links will fancy having a say about the destination of the gold medal as he makes his second attempt at 2.21 meters. Here he goes. Almost got over the bar the first time. I'll be surprised if it does again.
Cardman has knocked it down. Well, Cardman is putting everyone under pressure. There's now one attempt left for Chanelo and Benjamin. Evans
in second, with the other Kenyan Abel Kipson finishing in the bronze position. Two athletes did not finish this race. As we prepare for the climax of the evening, which is the 4x400 women's and men's races. We're back to the high jump, and it's my good friend Impo
with his second attempt at 2.23.
So Impo seems to have an uncanny habit of pulling victory from the jaws of defeat at both 2.19 meters and 2.21 meters.
He cleared them at the last attempt.
Absolutely.
And
I hope he's all right.
Yeah, yes, didn't even attempt to jump.
Yes.
Well, Evans Cardman, by the way, the Ghanaian, has knocked the bar out in his two attempts at 2.23. And Impo has done same, and so has Hamoud Assad. So Chanelo cleared out at 2.21, so it's just the three of them. And this is Evans Cardman's last attempt at 2.23.
You know, I think I recognize the group that is singing. It's probably the Commonwealth Hall within the University of Ghana, taking ownership of Cardman as one of their own and cheering him on.
Evans Cardman with his last attempt at 2.23. Cardman! Oh! He has killed it! My word! Oh! That's certainly a bona fide superstar! Sue from the Ghanaian!
Well, we said Impo had a way of, pulling defeat from the jaws, pulling victory from the jaws of defeat and staying alive. Well, Cardman says, I can do that too. And once the voices were raised and the Commonwealth boys in red in the stands started claiming him for himself, and he goes to cheer them on and he goes to acknowledge their role in this. Well, there you go.
are speechless, aren't you?
There you go. If you ever wondered what home advantage was, this is it. And this is not to take anything away from Cardman, but he seems to be at once in sync with the crowd cheering him on.
Well, he came with his coach from the University of Central Missouri, and he's in the stands. Evans Cardman, bona fide superstar. He's competed at this stadium many years.
Well, he's announcing himself to Ghanaians, the many Ghanaians who have not watched him,
who had never heard of him,
who have not seen him develop into a world-class talent. Here he is, and the pressure is on him for the South African. Can he match Cardman jump for jump? The pressure is on the South African.
Look at Cardman again.
He had his eyes on the bar. He went over it. There was a slight brush of his backside, but it wasn't enough. The bar stayed into position. It was almost like he was willing the bar to stay. And 2.23 meters.
And look at that celebration. Look at that celebration. My word. This is turning out to be the unlikely star attraction of this evening's event.
It's unbelievable drama, and it's carrying the crowd along. And he's not done yet. And we are not done yet.
Well,
because there's one more jump from Impo Links, the South African.
And Hamoud Assad as well, the Moroccan. He's thrown the gauntlet now. the battle lines are drawn. Evans Cartman in the gold medal position now. Hamoud Assad and Benjamin Links in pole.
And you know, with no other events going on at the moment, every single eye here at the University of Ghana Stadium in Accra is fixed on the high jump.
Here is Hamoud Assad. Well, he has cleared out. Certainly, that is gold or silver for the Ghanaian. Unless Benjamin Impo. Well, Benjamin Impo and Evans Cartman are the only two left now.
The Moroccan is inconsolable at the moment.
He's out. He will still get the bronze medal, the Moroccan.
It's not what he hoped for.
Hamoud Assad.
That's what he would have to settle for.
And now, Impo, the only thing standing between Ghana and the gold medal in the men's high jump. This is the moment of glory. This is the moment of truth. Benjamin Impo, if he does not clear this, is gold for Ghana.
It's either going to be a moment of glory for the Ghanaian or a moment of heartbreak for the South African. Benjamin Impo Links is taking his time, and he needs to take his time. But then the crowd have their voices up, and I'm sure he's finding a way to filter that out. He has this wry smile on his face, speaks to himself, measures, and here he goes. He likes to jump from the left-hand side.
Benjamin Impo.
Can he do it? Oh no!
Oh, Impo is knocked it out, and it's gold for Ghana. Evans Cartman is the high jump champion of the African Games. He celebrates, punches the air, and surely he has deserved it. He's come here roaring and flying like an eagle. The man that started his craft at this very university on which this stadium is located. He's gone to the United States, where he has been shaped into becoming an African champion. Evans Cartman, gold for Ghana in the men's high jump, just like they did for the women. He has delivered an unlikely gold medal.
You know, it's a double for Ghana in the high jump, and there's only one thing I can see. A star is born today here at the University of Ghana Stadium. And the boys and the men from Commonwealth Hall, University of Ghana, I believe, have been rewarded for all the singing and all the encouragement. Their shirts are off. And when was the last time you saw such a partisan crowd in an athletic stadium? Well, he has the option to discontinue or to stay on and try to make a better mark. Remember, he would have Olympic qualification within his sight. But I have to feel sorry for Benjamin Impo Links. I don't know whether the pressure got to him.
Look at that, look at that. He is having a ball, Evans Cartman. It is a show-stopping affair at the University of Ghana.
He's at home more than anybody else, and these guys will not stop singing until he has missed his final bar, and he will go at it again. The bar will be lifted beyond 2.23.
It will be lifted to 2.